Finally get
We
this thing
got a
started.
beat. We got voices.
We got voices. I got all kinds of voices in my head, but they're talking to me for a while.
That's a different topic. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Let's Meet podcast.
Hey, welcome. This is our first one. We are trying things out. We're pushing all kinds of buttons and see what happens. And, I always like pushing buttons.
Don't hit the auto-tune button.
Do not hit that auto-tune button. It's
T-Pain's you
scary. So scary.
We'll get it right. This isn't our genre, but we're going to get this right, and this is going to be fun.
Well, hopefully we'll be doing more and more of these podcasts and maybe even in front of a live studio audience.
I think that's going to happen. That's the plan, but we got to get better first. So we're here to work it out on you. Let's have some fun. Let's kick it off with some hot topics.
All right. So what are kind of hot topics? Let's start off. A lot of people don't even know who we are. So let's start there. It's our first hot topic. You are Chef Capri.
I am Chef Capri,
Owner
Q
of
Southern Barbecue.
Q Southern Barbecue, but you've been in the food industry for a while.
I've been in the food industry my whole life. It's been a long time,
Your
long
whole
road
life.
to get here. Yeah.
When did you start?
7.
7. What were you doing at 7?
Serving drinks and dipping cones into chocolate, Belgian chocolate. So I told you it was a long road. My uncle was one of the original franchisees in Haagen-Dazs ice cream, and when he opened his second location, it was here in Countryside Mall.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was 1988.
Something.
So I was 8. I wasn't 7. I was 8. And I used to have to come up on the weekends and sit on a stool and serve drinks. And then sometimes dip the cones in the Belgian chocolate, roll it in sprinkles. That was my first gig. Oh, and sample tray. I hated sample tray.
Hated sample tray. Still do today, right?
Talk about trying to use a kid for publicity.
Oh, man. Well, but you went from the ice cream to then what?
From ice cream, it went into learning how to do cooking on a catering level.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, which quickly spiraled into restaurant,
Mhm.
and then has taken off from there and just worked many restaurants, many different people. I've had some great mentors along the way and learned a lot of things, and just kind of branched out. And finally, in 2020, 3 weeks before COVID, Q Southern Barbecue was born and opened our doors for the first time. And fast forward another 6 years, and we've got location number 2 and a food truck rolling around town.
Nice. So I'm going to ask, have you had any formal culinary training, or has it all been on the job?
School of Hard Knocks, baby.
Hard knocks. All
Hard
right.
Knocks. I was told by two chefs in Chicago before that the difference between me and them was about $70,000 in debt.
Wow. Yeah. Good point.
Not to say I was as good as them.
Right. But,
Different fields, but
but
you
yeah,
get the point.
You're working on different levels and stuff like that. But now you're into barbecue.
Barbecue, yep.
And-
Barbecue since 2009 has been my mainstay. It's not, there's other things in my wheelhouse. I can do other cuisines and culinary influences, but barbecue's the mainstay, and that's what I've gotten to be known for, and that's what has put us here.
True. And I guess is why barbecue? Why did you jump into that versus Italian or Mexican or something like that?
Ooh, great question. Because back in 2009, there wasn't a whole lot of barbecue on the scene, especially in Florida, especially in Tampa. So there was only a couple places doing it. They had been long-time residents of Tampa in the barbecue game, but they were doing it at a level. And it was time to take that level and go up, and brisket was new on the scene. Like, nobody knew what brisket was.
Really?
It was a cheap cut of meat that nobody knew what to do with. There was only 2 of them per animal, so what do you do with it? People were braising it. Then we learned how to smoke it, and now it's a mainstay on a barbecue menu.
And you have, Tampa is not quite known for barbecue, but it's starting to become that way. But you have like Memphis and Kansas City and
Austin
and
Carolinas,
St. Louis even in there. They're all known for barbecue.
Yeah, I mean, they all have their regions, and they all have their piece of the barbecue world. Carolinas is pork, and Texas is beef.
Right.
Everything's beef, salt and pepper beef. And Florida's just there. You know, half of the time we're not even considered the South, but we're evolving. We're catching up to the game. We're competing in the game. And Florida, we're here to stay. We're going to have some good barbecue. There's some good barbecue popping up in the Tampa area, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Well, cool. And you have starting to get some notoriety now in the last few years. In 2025, you were the Battle Brisket or Battle Smokehouse winner at the Tampa Bay Wine and Food Festival.
That is true, but I gained my real notoriety by the bill collectors.
Is that right?
Yeah.
they say, "Help,
they
knew
won." They knew me by first name.
But you've started really taking off too. I mean, since then, you've been on TV and local channels here several times since then.
It's small time, but we've been blessed, and I've like I said, it's been a grind. It's been a long time trying to get to a point where people respect your barbecue and people enjoy coming to your restaurant. So this is new to me. I'm capitalizing on it. It's like I always say, you ride the wave because that wave's only going to last so long. You're eventually going to fall off, or you're going to hit the beach, and then you got to paddle out and start over. So right now, luckily, we're riding the wave. I want to stay on the wave for as long as I can before I hit the beach, because I don't plan on falling off. But when we hit the beach, we'll relook at it and we'll reinvent ourselves and we'll do something else fun.
Nice. Well, and then you've also been hobnobbing with a few celebrity chefs too over the last year. Just Ray Lampe, Dr. Barbecue,
legend.
Robert Irvine, Chef Robert Irvine is like legend too.
He's very well known. He's very strict.
Yeah.
He lets you know what he likes and what he doesn't like, but he's also behind the scenes. He's a very nice guy, willing to talk about the craft, willing to talk about restaurant, and give you all the advice that you want to hear. You ask him, he'll tell you, good or bad. You're going to get it. That seems to be Robert, but
he's no holds barred.
No, and
you don't hold back the punches with him. Yeah.
It's like we've been blessed over the last couple of years. It's been a nice change, a welcome change.
Good. And you're here. You're going back again this year.
Going back to defend the title.
That's right. Up against Chef Brian.
Yep, Brian Jacobs, Liberty Smokehouse, talking about good barbecue over in Tampa. I like competing against him because you and I have talked about this. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. Brian's one of the best. And what I really love and respect about Brian is his love and passion for cooking with live fire and what we do. It's a match to mine.
Right.
That's why we do it. Why people ask me why barbecue? One, it's hard. Yeah. It's why I want to conquer it.
Right.
And going back to the beginning of why barbecue, simply because that's what you do. That's barbecue to me is community. When you're in your backyard, you have family and friends over for a barbecue. It's, that's a gathering. It's community to me.
Right.
Plain and simple. So,
and you're right. Cooking with fire or hot coals or smoking anything, it's hard because you have to control the temperature. It's easy when you got a gas grill and you go, I'm going to set it right here. Boo, hit the button. Boom, it's done. I have my Traeger out there. My gosh, I have it on control to my phone. I can control all the temperature. But you can't do that with fire.
I mean, grilling can be difficult. I mean, on anything. I mean, if you got to have at least a touch for it. But yeah, cooking with live fire is it's humbling. It's challenging. And I guess my downfall is I'm always up for a challenge. So, learn to cook live fire, learn to cook brisket. I've messed up a ton, but I had to mess up a ton to get to where I am and learn the tricks of the trade.
All right. Very good. Well, we're going to wrap up this segment here in just a moment. And like I say, any last words about barbecue? Do you want to... Anything new coming on the horizon?
Ooh, there's some things behind the scene that are in the works, but right now let's just focus on the second location's open up. We're in Dunedin. That's our original location, downtown Dunedin. Now we're in Oldsmar, Forest Lakes and Tampa Road. We just got open, having our grand opening. here real soon, and we're going to stay right there for a second and get through that,
Okay.
and then competition season, then get through that.
All right. Let's see if one of these buttons works here. Nope. Let's try that one then. That didn't work either. Okay. Let's try that one. Okay. Now we got it. Here we go. We're going to be right back after this. I love. Yeah, we gotta have a good. Get that
There
back
we
up
are.
there.
Love that beat. All right, welcome back. Quick break is over, and now it is time to put Russ on the hot seat.
Oh, man,
Now we get to talk about Russ.
Oh no.
So the same question back at you, buddy. How did you get here? What is your background?
Well, let's see. I'm over 50 years old. I've been in sales for over 50 years. And I can say that because I tell my grandmother, I need another cookie. Because I was always trying to get something else for myself, you know. But I've turned that into, as an adult, I've turned that into sales and marketing, and really kind of pushed that envelope with different marketing strategies and stuff.
So are you still driven by the cookie?
I still love cookies.
Oh, what's your favorite?
My favorite cookie, molasses.
Molasses.
Molasses cookies. You ever had one of those?
Not off the top of my head.
Oh,
I
is
could
it?
be wrong, but where does that come from?
Molasses cookies are probably kind of in the staple of the Midwest, I guess.
Okay.
Because sorghum, which makes molasses, is grown up in like Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, things like that. So I've been to that Midwest area. I'm from Missouri originally, and so yeah, molasses cookies were always my favorite. They were just so sweet and stuff like that. And snickerdoodles are a close second. But everybody likes, oh, chocolate chip. That's the way to go. No, chocolate chip's so blasé.
You just insulted a lot of people.
Yeah, I know, but I like the good cookies.
Okay.
These.
Can you cook them? Can you bake them?
Yeah, if they're out of a package, sure.
Oh. Well, I thought you were going to tell me you could do them from scratch, and I was going to call you out.
No, I'm not as good as you, chef.
I'm not a baker. No, I'm not a baker.
No,
that takes measuring, not this.
It took me a long time to learn how to really cook well, and I feel now later in life I've gotten better at it. But when I was a young man, I couldn't burn a hot dog.
I love when you say that. Jeez.
I really couldn't. I mean, I'd start up a grill and just sit there and you're like, why isn't this thing cooking? I can't get it to even warm up. I don't even know what I'm doing.
And now you got a Traeger that cooks on its own.
Right, it cooks on its own. But I get people telling me, man, your stuff is just really good. And I'm not nearly as good as Chef Capri, but it does.
Oh, please. This isn't about me. Can you burn a hot dog on a Traeger?
I can definitely burn a hot dog today.
There we go. We're moving up. Okay, so you've been in sales.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't sales.
No, but
and what you and me do together is not sales.
Not quite, but people, when you think of marketing, a lot of people do think sales. And I was in sales for a long time. But I really kind of look at it as it was really selling of myself than anything else.
There you go.
And that's where it comes, because you have to be able to trust the person. And I have been told many a time, even you have mentioned it to me before, that I come off very genuine. And I do. And I don't, no bullshit with me. I mean, I'm just going to straight up tell you what things are. And I'll be very honest with you, good, bad, or ugly. And
I respect that.
It doesn't, you don't have any unexpectations, I guess, of saying expectations or negative expectations. For me, you know what it is. You know what's going to happen. If I tell you I'm going to do something, I do it. Flat out. And if I can't do it, I will tell you I can't do that. But I know somebody who does.
Yeah, you do know everybody. You do know everybody. Well, okay, so talk about more of the marketing end of things. How did you take that sales and kind of get into the Russ Hilton creative?
Well, that part of it kind of came last few years as well, because I started my own business of an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur, I guess, all my life, because I started off as a DJ years ago, as a mobile DJ.
DJ voice.
Oh, DJ voice. I did a DJ business for 25 years. Retired when I moved here to Florida, and said I won't going to get back into it. And now I'm back into it, sort of. I do trivia nights at Tuesday nights at 7:00 at the Oldsmar location at Q Southern Barbecue, which we have a really great time, and you can win free barbecue, and it's free to play.
And cold beer.
And cold beer. So, I've always kind of known how to connect with people in ways that just would bring people together. And it's kind of like the barbecue.
Barbecue.
It's
There
kind of like
you
the
go.
barbecue,
See,
right?
bringing everybody together. This is what
Because
we're
there's a
doing.
lot of times that I find people that, oh, you have this service over here and you have this service over here. Well, I literally kind of push them together in a room and just walk away. And next thing you know, they're friends and they're talking to each other and they're doing business together. I do that connection point sometimes. But then I also come back and say, hey, can I help you grow as well? So as an entrepreneur, because I've been an entrepreneur all my life, I can help other small businesses and entrepreneurs. And that's when I, came to you a couple of years ago and just said, hey, what are you doing for your marketing? And how are you doing that? And then let's take some different legs of that. And I took that leg of of Google page, website, social media, video, and now we're getting into all kinds of things. Now we're getting into podcasts.
Yeah,
now we're getting into YouTube
I didn't know what
and
kind
TikTok.
of train we were getting on that, but here we are. So, all right, you talked about connecting with the people. Tell the people what this podcast is going to do for them and what we're going to get out of it.
This podcast is going to be a couple different things to us. One, you can ask questions. We hope to put this into a live studio audience broadcast, which will be held at the Oldsmar location. I think we're settled on Thursday nights, right?
Thursday nights.
So stay tuned to our social media and you will know when it will start. We invite you to be there. We invite you to be there. We want you to ask questions about barbecue. We want you to ask questions about the restaurant business. We want you to ask questions like, how much should I tip? I mean, we want to have those audience interactions. So we're going to put this. There's a lot of podcasts that are all in studios. There's 2 to 3 people and a producer or whatever. This is going to be us.
Live sketch.
Right?
Is that what it is?
Live sketch. We are going to be together to sit there unscripted. We'll have a couple topics to talk about, but we want you, the audience, to be there. Be there. Be interactive, because that is what's really going to be important to this podcast, is that we are talking to you, you're talking to us. It is a fluid motion the whole time.
Yeah, this is a platform for us to be able to talk about things that aren't necessarily barbecue and more hospitality driven. An outlet's a therapy session for me.
It can be, yeah.
And I'm not a therapist, but we could talk about your problems too. But yeah, like I'm excited for some of the topics that we have lined up and some of the things that we're going to do, like highlighting local businesses. But yeah, being here and talking about our experiences and what we've done and how it translates to the everyday person that not even just eats in restaurants, just goes to a small business and interacts on that level and supports small business. That's kind of where we're going with this. And this will get better. This will get more refined. This will get more, once we get in front of a live audience, it'll definitely be more fun.
That's where I shine.
More entertaining. Right now, you're just hearing us talk about us. So with that, jump into another break.
We got a couple more minutes here.
See, we're already on time frames. I'm
already
blowing
ahead of schedule. What is this, man?
Ahead of schedule. What have you taken away, since we're still talking about you? What have you taken away since you started working with me about the hospitality industry?
I think that some of the times that there's restaurants who, the biggest thing, and I think I talked about this the first time we met about it, on Google page, somebody leaves a review. They leave 5-star reviews, they leave 4-star reviews, but the single-star reviews are usually the things that will hurt the restaurant or business the most. But that's not quite true. The thing that will hurt them the most is the reaction of the owner when they reply to that 1-star review.
Take me out.
Okay, because
that's a whole topic for a whole other show.
Exactly. And we're going to talk about that on another show. But that's one of the biggest things that I see in this industry, is that people kind of jump at it. Well, you're got, this is your baby. This is your kid.
This is our life.
Right. This is your life.
Everything's
somebody just
in it.
jabbed you in the eye with a fork, and you want to come back and you're ready to fight. You, as an entrepreneur, as a restaurant owner, as a hospitality person, gotta just take a deep breath.
Oh, it's tough.
It is so tough.
You want to bully a bully,
right? But you want to win, but taking that step back and taking that breather to just, okay, let's address the situation, because it could be a learning experience for the restaurant or the business, Could be a learning experience for an employee at that business. Could be a learning experience for the customer who left that 1-star review as well.
Ooh, if that's the biggest thing he took away from the time we've worked together, that's aimed at me. That was aimed at me. I'll take it. I'll own it.
You have gotten much better since we started working together. Much better.
That's again. We're going to talk about reviews and on hot topics on another show because I could talk about this all day.
All right. Well, let's get it out of here for just a second, and we will pause right there and hit that button again. There we go. We will take a little break. We will come right back, and we will get right back into this.
All right. We're back. All right. Okay, so springtime.
Mm-hmm.
The weather's getting nice. We're getting back to that Florida weather with a little mix of the cool mornings.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the Easter holiday coming up here in a few weeks. What are your plans for spring?
My plans for spring? Go ride a bike. That's one of my favorite things to do.
There you go.
I like to get my bike out there. I've been on a couple 20-mile rides lately. Just getting on there, not even putting headphones on, just letting the wind go through my hair and just go.
20-mile rides.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even feel like driving 20 miles anymore. But
good
for you.
It's fun though. I mean, you get out and you get it, and the wind blowing by you, the sun hits your face. You see a lot of. You can get down on a boat too, but you see a lot of wildlife and stuff, and just see nature and just kind of connect. And it just, to me, that's just a fun thing to do. I mean, but you play pickleball, you can go to the beach, you can do all that.
There you go.
I got friends
Florida
coming into town here soon. We got all kinds of things planned for them just to be in town.
We live where others vacation.
Right, and they're coming here to vacation. So.
There you go. And there's plenty to do, and the weather's getting right. And good for you for getting out there and exercising.
Yeah.
And me bitching about driving 20 miles.
Well, it's funny. It's like my friends are coming to town, and I'm like, they're only here a very short amount of time, like 5 days, right? But there's certain days you can do certain things, like some of the clubs and restaurants are only open on certain days, and farmers markets and things. So I called him and said, look, I'm not trying to fill up your whole time you're here, but I'm trying to fill up your whole time here because there is so much to do. I want you guys to experience as much as I can. Right. And so that first day that we've got, I mean, there's 6 things we're going to do that day alone. We're going to Piper on the Pier down in Dunedin. We're going to hit the dance clubs. The next day, we're going to be out at Q Southern Barbecue and having lunch. And
don't do that to them.
Then we're going to go see the Folcos and play that evening and stuff.
You love the Folcos.
Love the Folcos.
You're always talking about the Folcos.
Man, they're good.
Folcos, you got to do something with this guy. Let him in the like Uncle Jesse. Let him play in the band for a night or something.
No, don't need to be playing in the band.
No, don't worry. We have auto tunes.
I definitely need a whole lot of auto tune. But no, I would rather just love to do a music video with him or something and just create a video for him.
There you go. See, Folcos. There you go. Here's your band. Russ Hilton Creative.
Now, if you guys haven't heard about the Folcos, you've got to see them. I think it's Folcos. Just Google Folcos. Fulcos. They are a 4-piece band. Dad's playing rhythm guitar. Son Dominic is lead vocals.
You know their names.
Yes. Oh, yes.
You're fanboying right now.
Yeah, I know. No, these guys know me too, so they're all cool. Dominic is the star. He's the lead singer. He does a great Elton John. Lots of other stuff. They play everything.
Can you get him to play at the restaurant?
One day I'm going to beg him to do it and just tell him we're going to feed him really well. Jesse plays bass, and then there's Jacob D that's on the drums. The weird thing is they can all switch instruments at any time.
Oh, that's talent.
Okay, and they play. I've seen them play 4 hours before with no break, and there's no set.
Grinding it.
There's no set either.
Just all
They're
requests.
Just in it. It's all requests. And they play everything from 50s through today.
Good Lord.
And sometimes they do classic rock. Sometimes they do country. Billy Joel, Elton John, Eagles, Elvis, Beatles. I've heard them play Joe Walsh, Bon Jovi, Eminem, Alicia Keys. I mean,
just throw Eminem in there.
Yeah.
Wrenching everything. Hey, all right, Folcos. You got your fanboy. You got your roadie. He wants to do a video. We want you to come play at the
That's
restaurant
right.
one day. Let's get together and work this out.
That's
Isn't
right.
that what all this is about?
That's right.
This is
Showcasing
what
other
we're doing.
places as well. So
All right, let me ask you something
Okay.
because you're talking about your friends coming in
Mhm.
town, and I want to see because I've been told several times I'm weird and messed up, but I want to see something. When you go out of town,
Mm-hmm.
how do you schedule your trip?
When I go out of town, like I usually
Do you have an agenda of everything you want to do in city?
sometimes.
Sometimes.
It just kind of depends. Like like if I'm going, let's say I'm just going to Daytona, right? I'm just going on the East Coast, right? Yeah, I'm going to set up a hotel, make sure that's got a place to put my head at the end of the day. I'm going to make sure at least a place to park. I will probably pick out 2 or 3 good barbecue places in town because I'm going to try them out. And for the most part, I'm just going to sit and relax and enjoy and just see what happens. And
Okay, so here's where I've been told I'm weird.
okay, you're weird.
It's always about the food for me.
Okay,
It's
There's always a
when
regional.
I go, I'm going because I may have to go to this place,
Mhm.
but I'm going to research it, and I already have a list of all the places I want to go eat.
Mhm.
I don't care about anything else. Kids want to go to the beach, I'll go entertain them at the beach, but guess what? We're going to lunch, probably 2, then dinner, then probably another spot for dessert,
Mhm.
and we have to wake up the next morning
and do it all again.
and do breakfast and do it all again.
And see, when I used to travel for business a lot, I would actually Google search best barbecue in town, and I would go to find these places, and I would find mom and pop places. Skip this chain restaurant
Yeah, the
stuff.
chains don't do it for us.
Out of here. But I would find these mom and pop places, and one of my favorites that I've actually been to in Orlando several times.
You told me about this place. What's the name?
Yellow Dog Eats.
Yellow Dog Eats.
Yellow Dog Eats. I found it one time, Google searching it, and I've taken friends there. They have all gone back to it. They said it was so good that they had to go back to it.
What
And
part of Orlando is it?
It's in Gotha, which is
Gotha. What the hell's Gotha?
Gotha's a little like suburb. It's not. Yellow Dog Eats is not in a tourist area at all.
That's good.
It is. It's actually in a more residential area. The building itself used to be a general store from the early 1900s.
That's fun.
And so it's this older building, and it's very small and quaint. And they have this huge backyard out there that they have a stage for the band to play or musicians. They got an old VW bus that you can curl up into and listen to music while you're up there. They got chickens running around. I mean, it is
Not
a
a
very
health code
very
violation.
eclectic place.
That sounds like it. All right, but those are the spots.
But the barbecue is amazing. And I've had all kinds of different things on the menu, and it's just always amazing every time I'm there.
That's awesome.
But
I gotta
that's
go
what-
back to Orlando, but I don't know where. Gotham,
But Gotha.
Gotham City.
No, Gotha.
Not where Batman's from.
Gotha.
Gotha. Don't know where it's at.
Matter of fact, I can tell you that you knew the painter Bob Ross.
Yeah,
Okay,
of course.
his gravesite is in Gotha, Florida.
Now it's a destination
Yeah,
spot.
that's right. So now you got to check that out. But yeah, I'm the same way. I do go check out restaurants, but I always try to find those local places. I try to stay away from the chains
For
wherever
sure.
I can.
We're anti-chain here.
Yeah. I want to go find those mom and pop places, and sometimes you get across some ones that are not so good.
They're not all great.
Not all great,
It's,
you
it's
know?
a hard industry.
Yeah, it is a hard industry, but there's some that you're just like, oh my gosh, they're just amazing, and that's the ones you go and you tell all your friends and your family, and you got to bring them back the next time. You got to go back to that city again and all this.
Lovebird, Lakeland.
Is that right?
Oh, I drive out of my way going to Orlando to go to downtown Lakeland to hit Lovebird to grab 2 sandwiches, not
Okay.
one.
What kind of sandwiches?
Fat boy it up and do it twice. The Alabama chick
Uh-huh.
and the what's the other one? My daughter likes it too. It's got a honey glaze on it and pimento cheese and like
It's off the chain.
it's simple menu.
Uh-huh.
Delicious,
Delicious. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, and those little ones that they're just creative, right? And they're just fun and to be around. And when you get
Yep,
those
this is
places.
an old gas station.
Yeah,
And I've always wanted to have an old gas station. I've always wanted to take an old gas station and turn it into a barbecue restaurant. But I drove past this place. It's right on the main drag. I think it's Florida Avenue. Drive right out of downtown Lakeland, and it was 10:30 at night on a Friday or Saturday or something like that. We were over there for a dance competition, packed.
Yeah,
packed. So I'm like, well, I'm going there tomorrow for lunch.
Right.
Fantastic. I ate there 2 days in a row.
Nice. But that's like I say, when you go out to travel, and even if it's local here in Pinellas County, find those little mom and pop places.
Oh, for sure.
You know, there's so many here. I moved here 11 years ago. It seemed like I was in every little restaurant that was a mom and pop place for the longest time, because you can go every day of the week. And
Yeah, you still haven't seen them all.
still haven't seen them all. And they're just dynamite menus.
That's good.
Yeah.
The mom and pops, that's where it's at. Small business, I am a huge,
Yep.
all pro small business. So with that being said, every week we wrap this up. We're going to give the people a bit of good news to close out on, and we're going to highlight a business. Deal?
Sounds good.
All right.
Let's do it, brother.
We just highlighted a bunch of businesses.
Right? And a band.
and a band. And a band. So that's the way we'll close out. But all right, let's wrap up this
This segment
drawn out first episode. And we do promise we're going to get better. We're going to get more familiar with this. But our feet are now wet. We're committed. We're here. So as I always say when I sign off, let's meet.
Let's meet.